is the Yale Y110/40. A Yale lock with a fairly narrow keyway. I'm still going to be using bottom of the keyway tension, since the part on the top of the keyway is so narrow that even the pry bars that I have made by Sparrows are a very tight fit. I seem to be able to pick this lock fairly successfully using bottom of the keyway tension, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm using the Sparrows medium hook from the Spirit set. This lock requires very light tension. It doesn't have any security pins as far as I can tell, but the narrow keyway makes it quite a challenge anyway. Now the hook I'm using, you might saw, was slightly bent. It's been bent by me using too much force in a lock that I'm not very successful yet, which is outside my house. And I'm hoping to make a video soon where I bend the pick back into shape using some ideas that I have on how to go about that. I will make a video about that, and it'll be part of my beginner lockpicking series. So feel free to watch that and comment on that, whether or not you agree with my techniques or if you have any other suggestions. Now this lock doesn't give much feedback on the first pin. I never seem to find the binder very easily for the first set. Once the first one is in, it's not really such a problem anymore, but just getting that first pin is normally a bit difficult. So I might resort to raking with the back of the hook here for a moment. That's what I'm going to do now. So I just use the back of the hook, rake back and forwards a few times, see if I can get a false set. It's been a while since I've picked this lock, so I'm not completely sure which pin is supposed to be sitting first either. There we go. This lock was quite a step up for me from the Abus. The Abus was pretty easy to open once you understood the theory of the spool pins and what to feel for. It's got a very wide keyway and the spools give a lot of feedback. Moving on to this one, it's quite a step up since it really doesn't give much feedback. It's got a very narrow keyway. It's quite a difference for me. There we go, there's the false set. Pin 1. Not much else. Pin 4. Pin 1 again. It's a real balance on tension with this lock. Using too much tension and nothing's going to move, but loosening up often lets a bunch of pins pop up at the same time. And it's a very stiff lock, as you can see. I'll actually open it here, make sure I don't lose the tension. You can see how much tension it requires to actually open the lock. And there we have it. So I'm going to give it another clean, see if I can make it a little bit smoother. But I think it's naturally just quite a stiff lock.